The long-awaited return of the Dragon Ball Super anime is here, and the high quality of the animation guarantees that it will fulfill all our wishes. If you haven't been reading the manga, the upcoming plot will blow your mind, and you won't want to miss a single minute of it. This anime will be out of this world following the conclusion of the Tournament of Power. Those who had reservations about Dragon Ball Super's animation should rest easy now. Our prayers have been answered as the talented animators Takahashi, Shintani, and Kubota will be working together to bring the manga's plot to life on the big screen. I'll fill you in on the details of the first saga from Dragon Ball Super that will be made into an anime, as well as give you an idea of when you can anticipate the first episode to air. It basically proves to us that it's true. We'll review all the sagas that haven't been made into movies yet. It's thrilling to see an adaptation since many details will be changed or given new meanings in the anime. It will be interesting to watch what they decide to include or leave out as they go deeper into the manga. Without further ado, let's dive in. What series will premiere first? The next season of the anime won't be as good as the fans expect, and not the Galactic Patrol saga will see a return. You're not alone if you're facepalming at the news that the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie will be made into an anime, because if you're like me, you're tired of movie adaptations translated into giant recaps. But don't worry too much, it will also include 40 minutes of previously unreleased material focusing on the Saiyan race. The anime will include material that Akira Toriyama wanted to show fans but was cut from the film, as well as expanded material from the source material, such as the current events in the superhero manga, which show us many things that did not appear in the film. In the manga, Krillin's major role was expanded, and he matched the part perfectly. In the anime, he's a welcome addition. We saw that Krillin had uncovered a lot of information regarding the Red Ribbon Army. Like how the Dragon Ball Z anime faithfully followed the movie but added a handful of tiny things, the Broly saga will begin in the same way as the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. Even though the first episode of Dragon Ball Super showed Beerus on his planet wondering who the Super Saiyan God was, the next episode will feature 40 minutes of new material that wasn't in the movie. I believe it will position us well to create an engaging setting for the anime. To return after such a protracted absence, considering the return of animation, I have no doubt that it will be just as successful as the Tournament of Power. Now is the moment for the super fans to get excited, what with all the characters, combat sequences, and great animation. I'm making such a big deal about the quality of the animation because there were so many blunders in the first few episodes of the anime, particularly in episode 5. After a long hiatus, Dragon Ball Super has returned with the same high-quality animation seen in the Tournament of Power, which is great news for the franchise. If we compare the animation of Dragon Ball Super before and after the Tournament of Power, I'd give it a 7 out of 10 overall. You can see what I mean about the terrible animation in some of the individual frames if you pause the anime and look closely. I'm relieved to hear that Toei Animation has made changes to address fan concerns over the show's climactic animation. The problem with the animation in the first episode of Dragon Ball Super was caused by the high expectations placed on the animators to complete the episode in a short amount of time, kind of like the Pain vs. Naruto fight. Nonetheless, the head animator claims that the error was not all that shocking or serious. The strike's inability to effectively match the flow of the animation is the root of the problem. For this reason, the animator responsible got the axe during the Goku Black Saga, and more changes were made during the Tournament of Power. Takahashi, Yamamoto, and the addition of Shida, who is skilled at toying with the shadows, remain the only constants. Super will return with the original animation staff with a couple of small changes. Thus, Takahashi and Yamamoto will remain in the same roles, but that's not all that will change. Both Naohiro Shintani and Chikashi Kubota, both of whom performed excellent work on the most recent Dragon Ball films, Kubota on Dragon Ball Super Super Hero, and Shintani on Dragon Ball Super Broly, have officially joined the web anime's production team. Since we have some fantastic animators on staff, and since they, of course, have access to a separate room where the Dragon Ball Super creators can work without interfering with one another's schedules, I have no doubt that we will be able to meet our ambitious production deadlines. We've spent enough time discussing the animation process, now let's speak about the sagas being adopted for this season of the anime. As I mentioned before, the Broly saga will be the first to air, but after that will come the Galactic Patrolman Saga, also known as the Muro Saga, which is highly anticipated by Dragon Ball viewers because of the series' resemblance to the Cell Saga. There are many allusions throughout the series, and one way in which the Muro Saga is similar to the Cell Saga is that, like Goku did with Cell before Gohan fought him, he gave his opponent a Senzu bean to help them in their fight. Because Goku didn't react, Muro's hand was hurt when they made contact. Many exciting events, including Goku's tremendous training with another angel, from which he learned a great deal more about Ultra Instinct, are brought to us in the Galaxy Patrolman Saga. Great Vegeta moments included in his training with the Adra, the same race from which Goku learned teleportation, and his use of the instant transmission to travel to Earth and defeat Muro. However, after the battle, Vegeta vowed never to use the instant transmission again because it was Goku's invention. One of the most eye-catching moments in this saga is Goku regaining his complete Ultra Instinct, this time much more powerful than in the previous display, and even able to activate a kind of Susanoo. This spirit separation technique basically manages to separate two bodies, as when Vegeta used it to take Muro out of the Earth's domain. Successfully defeated Muro. The next saga after the Galactic Patrolman will be the Granola Survival Saga. And this I'm saying very clearly because there are still people who believe that the superhero movie happened before the Muro Saga, but that really makes no sense. We've analyzed this using canonical information from the anime and the manga of Dragon Ball Super, but anyway, in the Granola Survival Saga, we're going to have some insane things like Goku training with Whis and of course Vegeta's alter ego. This is the part that most fans are anxious to see, and I'm honestly excited to also see Goku use his true Ultra Instinct to face Gas, who is the strongest in Universe 7 at the moment. It's going to be amazing to follow Bardock's fight against Gas 2 and be able to compare son and father. So then, the anime will extend to the Granola Survival Saga, showing everything that happened there, and certainly will add a couple of things. And then what's going to happen after that? Well, it'll be the joy of the Dragon Ball Super Hero Saga. And by this point, the manga is going to be much further ahead, probably already finishing the Frieza Saga. As we know, after this Frieza saga, it is going to be his last one, and he will really die. But I think he will still awaken another form before that happens, maybe even up to like a Platinum 2.0. That's logical. There are only 4 or 5 chapters left to finish the Superhero Saga adaptation into the manga from the movie, so I expect that to be adapted when the anime returns. After that, we'll start a new saga, but I doubt it will involve the next generation, as both Goku and Vegeta still have unfinished business, such as Vegeta's visit to planet Zadala in Universe 6. The promised rematch between Goku and Jiren in the Tournament of Power final is definitely at the top of my list. I can't wait to see how these incredible warriors match up with their enhanced powers. However, despite Jiren's training, I believe Goku will still prevail in this fight for one simple reason. Goku has reached a whole new level of Ultra Instinct. With rumors of the warrior's return to Dragon Ball Super, he's engaging in the same mental training that Jiren performs to improve the efficiency with which he uses his ki. I'm really excited to see Gogeta in the anime, because in Gogeta's battle against Broly, we're going to see a lot more details about his forms and how he actually fights. That's because in the movie, it's kind of hard to put together. The fight ended up being kind of lackluster, so we are going to get a more complex development when these movies are brought over to the anime. So, when is this second season coming out? According to what we have, it should be coming out in 2025. That's because we're going to be having the web anime later this year, then we're going to have a Dragon Ball Super movie next year, and then after that, the anime should be coming back. Personally, I'm excited to have the web anime, then another movie, and then the anime, because we're going to have so many sagas to adapt, and then there's not going to be any shortage of Dragon Ball in the next couple of years. To say when exactly this anime is going to be released is a tough question because we don't have all those details just yet. If I had to guess, then my money is on May 9th, which is Goku's birthday. That would make the most sense to bring back the Dragon Ball Super anime, or at least to be announced on that day with the date close. That's all you need to know about the return of Dragon Ball Super. Thank you for watching Anime Scope. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, please leave a like and smash that notification button to stay in the scope. Until next time.